everybody. Good morning. Welcome to our online lesson for today, where we will be looking into section B2 guided writing on how to write an informative announcement. Okay, so before we begin, there are a few things that we have to go through. All right, so I would like to show you. Right. Now, the first thing that obviously that you need is, of course, your laptop and your mobile phone, okay? Or your mobile phone, okay, which you are having right now, and you are viewing whatever that we are doing through that, okay? The next thing that you need is your notebook, because as always, section B, when it comes to your paper 2, you will be needing it to write down a lot of notes. And of course, you can try the exercises with me as well. Okay, and the next one you'll be needing is obviously a quiet environment. Okay, so make sure you are away from all the noise, where you can actually sit and concentrate on what we are going to be doing today. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin our lesson. So today we'll be looking into section B2 guided writing on announcement. Okay, now this is something which is not very common, okay, because we are always into emails, informal letters, messages, postcards, and everything. But announcement is something rare. So I would like to show you on how can you write an informative announcement for section B2. Okay, let's start. So, as I've mentioned before, there are many text types. Okay, there's a variety of text types when it comes to section B2. Okay, so last week in my previous lesson, I've already mentioned those, and I'm just going to let you look at it again. Okay, so we have email, informal letter, book review, invitation, experiment report, thank you note, diary entry, notice, journal, message, postcard, announcement, which is you have two types, which are written and spoken. And of course, another one is speech. Okay, so these are the examples of the text types which you are supposed to write for section B2. All right. So today, our 100% focus would be on announcement. Okay, where we'll be looking into understanding the writing style. Okay, so how are you going to be writing an announcement? What is the style? All right. The next one, obviously, we'll be using effective vocabulary, which I always emphasize in my lesson. The next one, well-crafted paragraphs. How are you going to be arranging your ideas? How are you going to be presenting your ideas and presenting the information needed in your announcement? And the next one will be comprehending general rules in writing an announcement. Okay, so this is the focus. These are the focus that we'll be looking into. Okay, so as always, we have a framework when it comes to the writing section, where you have your introduction, your content, and of course your closure. And we have them in paragraphs. For introduction, as always, you will need one for it. Content, we will have 3 paragraphs, and closure, 1 paragraph. Okay, did you get it? Right. So the question that we'll be looking into today will be, there you go. So we are given a notice, okay? And as you can see, this is a camping trip to Gunung Muntaha, Kota Tinggi, and they have given you some information here as well, okay? And the next one, you'll be given a question, all right? So this is how it's going to look like. Okay? All right, don't worry. We will go through it one by one, okay? Step by step. Right. So, are you ready to start writing your announcement? Let's go. So, the first thing is read the question, okay? So, this is the question, all right, which is given to you. Now, let's read together. You are a member of the Nature Club of Sekolah Kebangsaan Seri Melur, and your club is organizing a camping trip. Give an announcement in the school assembly about the camping trip to Gunung Muntaha. Write your answer between 50 and 80 words. Okay, so this is quite a clear-cut question. All right, now the next one, you have to underline the keywords. Okay, so you are a member of the Nature Club. All right, so this is the first keyword. The next one is organizing. Give an announcement. School assembly, in the school assembly, about the camping trip to Gunung Muntaha. 50 and 80 words. Okay, so did you get it? All right, I'm going to give you like 5 seconds for you to go through it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so did you get it? Yes, good job. Now, the next one, which is what are you supposed to do is, right, so once you have already underlined the keywords, you're supposed to understand what are the keywords for, okay, and what does it tell you. So this is where you have your question, you have underlined it, right. So let's look at the first one. You are a member, meaning you are the representative, okay, and you are going to be either that or you are the presenter, okay, you are going to be giving the announcement. So representative or a presenter, okay, is organizing refers to the future tense, meaning this trip is going to happen, okay, it's going to take place, but it is not in the past, it is not in the present, but it's in the future tense. So we'll be looking into modal verbs, all right, like can, will, might, etc. Okay, the next one is announcement. So format or the text type is announcement. So these are the ones that you're getting from the question directly, all right? And the next one is school assembly. So who are the audience there? So of course, your headmaster or your headmistress, teachers, students, and of course, you don't refer to your friends as students, you refer to them as friends, okay? But these are your audiences here. And related to the topic, meaning you are going to be talking about, you're going to be giving the announcement about the camping trip. Okay? All right. And yes, your word count. I always emphasize on the word count where it's okay to go extra 10 above 80. So meaning your limit would be 90 words, okay? But if you're able to keep it between 80 words, that is great. Okay, did you get that? Now let's go to the next one. Okay, 4. So how does the announcement layout look like? Okay, what is it going to be like? How are you going to write it? Is it going to be like a story? Is it going to be like a simple essay? Or it's just going to be like a simple text where you need to write based on formats? Well, this is how it's going to be. All right. Now, the first thing is the word announcement is there. All right. So the header is given. Okay. So you don't need to write this. This is already given to you. And here in this section, all right, right here, you're going to be having your introduction, your content, and your closure. Okay. So this is where in the body here, this is where you're going to have all these. Okay. So there is not a specific format for it, but this is how the layout is going to be. Okay, did you get that? Okay, now let's go to the next one. What are the general rules in writing an announcement? Okay, the first thing that you need to know is yourself as the presenter. Okay, you are going to be the one giving the announcement. Okay, so in this lesson, we'll be looking into the assembly. Okay, so you are going to be in front of your audience in the assembly as the presenter. So remember, you are announcing. The next one is know your audience. So, like we have understood based on the keywords given, okay? So, you should know the announcement is to whom, okay? All right. And the last one is your information must be informative. That means you are giving out brief points to attract the reader's attention, okay? Or to attract your audiences. All right. So remember, your points are very important when it comes to announcement. Okay. Am I going too fast? I think I'm going at the right pace. Right. So let's look into the introduction. Right. So you have your question. Remember, I always advise my students to actually grasp whatever that you can, to get whatever that you can from the question itself when it comes to introduction. Okay. So we will begin with the greeting. Okay. Where you begin with good day. Okay. A simple greeting. All right. Now, I'm sure you would like to use good morning because your assembly is always in the morning. All right. But not necessarily that you need to use the word good morning. Okay. Some assemblies for the afternoon school sessions, maybe it's in the afternoon. Okay. Or some of them, they might have it late afternoon, almost evening. Okay. You may never know. But yeah, let's just keep it straight where good day is just good enough. All right. So you begin with good day. Now, respected. So you are going to be showing your respect to, yes, your headmistress or the headmaster. All right. So teachers and fellow meaning your dear friends. Okay. All right. So did you get that? So that would be your greeting. So good day, respected headmistress, teachers, and fellow friends. Let's go to the opening. So the Nature Club, there you go. All right. The Nature Club referring to your club, which is the Nature Club. Can you see? I've taken that from the question. Will be organizing a, so is organizing a, I've changed the word to will be because it's in the future tense. Okay, we'll be organizing a camping trip to Gunung Muntaha, taken from the question itself. Can you see that? Did you see what I just did there? Yes, that's magic, I know. All right, so you actually, that's what we call smart work. Okay, so you're taking it from the question. Okay, let's look at it again. So your greeting, you have good day, respected headmistress, teachers, and fellow friends. So these are your audiences. Remember, you're in the school assembly. Okay, there you go. I've already highlighted that. All right, the next one, the Nature Club, taken from here, will be organizing a camping trip to Gunung Muntaha. All right, taken from the question again. Okay, right, so there we have our introduction. Simple, right? Now, let's put this into one paragraph. Remember, our paragraphing is very important. Okay, now, there you go. A nice announcement board. Yes, okay. So remember, we have the header, which is already given to us. And there you go. So you begin, all right, leave some space from the margin because it's a paragraph. So you have it there. Good day, respected headmistress, teachers, and fellow friends. The Nature Club will be organizing a camping trip to Gunung Muntaha, Can you see that your points are actually direct and informative? You've already given what is it going to be about. Okay, so that's how it's going to be. All right, so there we have our introduction. Okay, good job. You guys did great. Okay, so let's move on to our next one, which is the content. Okay, so remember, you're going to be choosing 3 points. Okay, and it's going to be in 3 paragraphs. There you go. So we have our notice. We're going to be taking the points from here. Okay, as you can see, there are a lot of information going on here. Okay, there's a lot of things for you to say. Okay, so I have chosen this for paragraph 1. Okay, for content 1. Okay, so this will be in content 1. This one will be in content 2. And this one will be in content 3. Okay, points meaning not only one. Okay, you can actually group them up to make things easier for you. Okay, so remember, when we are putting in our points, we have to arrange them accordingly so that your points, your message, your information will be conveyed properly. Okay, all right. Now, this one I have purposely let it out for something else. Okay, but never mind. We will look into the content first before we go there. Okay, let's go to content 1. Okay, so this is the information given. We have chosen this to be in content 1. So we have the date, the time, and the fee. Okay, all right. So let's just go through it. So we begin with linkers. Remember, we did this in our previous lesson? Yeah. So I would like to use fellow members because I'm referring to the members of this club. All right. Okay. Now let's look into the points from our first content. Now, the first one will be the date. Can you see that? I've already underlined it. So we have the date given here. And this is very important, even though it is just a dash. Okay, can you see this? This is very important. Okay, why? Because there you go. We are going to be putting this into a proper sentence where the trip, okay, referring to the camping trip, okay, the trip is from. Can you see this one? This one has determined this from 27th till 29th May 2016. Okay, did you see what I just did there? I just put this whole thing in a proper sentence. Okay, so we have the trip is from 27th till 29th May 2016. The word from and till actually came from this. Okay, how many days are you going to be there now? Okay, so you do not need to mention we are going to be there for 3 days and everything. No, you don't have to. Okay, the dates are most important because we're actually referring to the content here. Okay, all right, did you get that? Okay, let's go to the next one. So the next one will be registration and time. So the time is given there. Okay, and of course the venue as well. Where is it going to be? Where is the registration going to take place? So I've put this in a simple sentence where the registration, can you see? I've taken it from the content itself, will be, remember we are doing in future tense, in our school. So it's given here at school, but since I am going to be the one presenting, I'm the one announcing, I have used in our school. Because remember, we are in the assembly and we are referring to our school. So in our school, at. Remember, when you're using time, okay, your preposition of time will be at 7:30 a.m. Okay, so there you go. Simple, right? So the registration will be in our school at 7:30 a.m. There you have it. Clear-cut sentence. Okay, the next one, fee. All right. So we have RM 120 included. So what is included? Food and transportation. All right. So the word included here is in the past tense. Okay. Now remember we are writing in future tense and I want to keep things that way. So I've begin with as of for the fee. Okay. As for the fee. All right. So you can start like that. It will be. There you go. Can you see? It will be RM 120, which includes. Okay, includes. I have changed this word here into the present tense. Okay, which includes food and transportation. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to read it for you again. As of for the fee, it will be RM 120, which includes food and transportation. Okay, so there you go. This is a beautifully crafted announcement for content one. Okay, can you see? It is very brief, it is very direct, and you have all your information needed from the notice given into your sentences here for your announcement. Okay, all right, good job, you did great. Now let's put them into one paragraph. Okay, so we have already completed our introduction. Now let's put in our content one. There you go. So can you see, this is what I'm going to be emphasizing on here. All right, the word fellow members, okay, the phrase fellow members here, I've actually put it at the margin itself, okay, because I want to make this like an opening, okay, because I'm announcing, okay, so mainly referring to the members of the club, okay, and then I have my sentences here, okay, so this is your content one, okay, where we have it. So good job. We have got into the introduction. We have got into content one. All right. So next up is content two. Okay. So this is the content that we have chosen to be in content two. All right. So the Nature Club members who wish to join the camping trip may register their names to Inche Ahmad Daniel bin Ahmad, the advisor of Nature Club, before 10th May 2016. Okay, so this is the one given in the notice. All right, so linkers again. Therefore, okay, I love using this. Therefore, okay, so we're going into the next content, the next paragraph. So let's open up with a linkers or a connector. Therefore, okay, the points. Members who wish to join. Okay, we have one here. So I've just got it directly down here. Members who wish to join the trip. I don't need to repeat the word camping because we have already mentioned that in our introduction. Okay, so members who wish to join the trip may register their names. So I have put it into can. I've changed the word may to the word can. Register their names. There you go. I've put it there again. All right. To whom? The advisor. Okay. To the club's advisor. I'm not going to repeat this. Okay. The advisor of Nature Club and all that. No, I do not want that because we know what club it is, right? So I don't want to repeat it. All right. So I'm just going to mention the word clubs. Okay. With an apostrophe S. All right. Register their names to, can you see? I've taken two from here. The club's advisor, Inche Ahmad Daniel. I'm not going to write his full name there. Okay. Because now you need to remember one thing. Okay. I've already mentioned this in my previous lesson as well. If you're going to be writing names, try to cut short if possible because each one of it takes up a word count. Okay, so let's, for example, if you're going to write his full name there, all right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 words here already. So I've cut short to just Inche Ahmad Daniel, which is 3 words. Okay, so your word count is important. Do not spend too much of words on names because we have much more important words to use in conveying your answer there. Okay, so there you go. Can you see? And of course, you have a date here, right? So before 10th May 2016, just bring that down. Before 10th May 2016. So this is quite easy for you because it's already in the form of sentences, but you can't direct lift. No direct lifting, okay? Meaning you can't just copy everything here into your sentence. Okay, you may not get the marks that is allocated for that. Okay, and of course, try to put it in your own sentence because you are the one presenting there. Okay, all right, so let's look at it again. Therefore, members who wish to join the trip can register their names to the club's advisor, Inche Ahmad Daniel, before 10th May 2016. So there you go. That is for content 2. So, did you get it? Good job. You did. All right. So let's put them into one paragraph. Okay, so we have our announcement sheet. Announcement. And remember, we have already done our introduction and content 1. Let's put in our content 2. All right, there you go. Can you see the flow of it now? All right, so slowly it is actually happening. Okay, so if you're going to be following this style, trust me, it's going to be very good. Okay, let's move on to our content 3. Quite fast, right? Yes, because announcement is not that difficult. Okay, content 3. So we have chosen camping equipments to bring: tent, torchlight, hammer, rope. Now this is, okay, we have grouped this into content 3. Okay, down. Do you know what's the meaning of equipment? Things. What are the things that you need when you go for camping? Okay, so linkers, hence. All right, so we have the word hence here. Points. All right, to bring. So what are you supposed to bring? All right, so I'm going to put it into the sentence. You are to bring. Okay, you are to bring, meaning it is in the future tense where you are supposed to bring a tent. Remember, when you are putting it in a sentence form, do not forget your articles. A tent. Okay, all right, because each one of you will need one tent. So a tent. A torchlight. There you go. A hammer. There you go. And a long rope. Now, the word rope, all right, I've added an adjective here. A long rope. Meaning I do not want, obviously, when you go for camping, you won't be needing a short rope. Correct or not? All right, is that right? Yeah. So if you have a long rope, it will be good. It would be, it's a necessity actually. All right. So I mentioned the word long rope. All right. So in case you need something shorter, you can just cut it off. Okay. So yeah. For the trip as well. So why are you supposed to bring all this? For the trip. Now I did not mention camping. I did not mention the word equipment. No, you don't have to. Because this is how I'm going to be conveying the message. I'm not going to be direct lifting. Okay, so let's look at it. Hence, you are to bring a tent, a torchlight, a hammer, and a long rope for the trip as well. So can you see? It's a very clear, a very clean sentence. and a very informative, something which is easily understood. Okay, so good job again. All right, let's put this in one paragraph. Okay, so we have our announcement sheet again. All right, so we have our introduction, content 1 and content 2. Let's put in our content 3. There you go. Wow. Now, can you see the flow of it? Such beautiful announcement, right? So there you have it. Hence, you are to bring a tent, a torchlight, a hammer, and a long rope for the trip as well. So can you see we are almost there? Okay, we are almost into getting a perfect announcement. Okay? All right. So next, yes, the final section would be our closure. Okay, so this is where you conclude the announcement. Now, remember the last information that was in the notice that I purposely let it out? Yes, so I'm going to be using this to conclude my announcement. Okay, so I'm going to start with the linkers here as well. Finally, okay, because we are almost towards the end. So finally, what is the point? Okay, will be. Can you see future tense? So there will be what? A briefing. There you go. A briefing. A briefing. Do you know what's the meaning of briefing? Briefing is a short, a simple meet up before you conduct, okay, an activity. Okay, you actually meet up with all the members and you give your final say there. Okay, so that's what we call briefing. All right, you want to know more about this? You can actually go on Google and you actually Google this word. You can find the synonym as well. You can find the antonym as well. Okay, it is actually a noun here. All right, so there will be a briefing about what? About the camping. So I did not use the word about. I changed it to the word regarding the trip. Remember, we are not going to repeat the camping word here. Okay, because we have already mentioned it in our introduction. Okay, regarding the trip. When is it going to be? On 20th May 2016. Can you see that? Yes, so that is there. I've taken it from there. So, can you see how the closure came up? Yes, so we begin with our linkers. Finally, there will be a briefing regarding the trip on 20th May 2016. Okay, now that's not all. We have one more. Yes, your final say. Right, so I've added this. Do not miss this golden opportunity. Thank you. Okay, so this is to actually say that you do not want the members to actually miss this out because it's going to be a fun trip. All right, so I've used the word golden opportunity and I've ended it with the word thank you. Okay, so can you see this is how you come up with your closure for your announcement? Okay, all right, now let's put it up in our announcement sheet. Right, so there you go. Finally, there will be a briefing regarding the trip on 20th May 2016. Do not miss this golden opportunity. Thank you. So that is your closure. So, wow, look at that. You have actually written an announcement. Good job, guys. All right, give yourself a pat on the back. So if you can see, we have beautifully arranged our introduction, our 3 contents, and our closure. All right, so now let's look into, yes, this is my favorite part, okay, effective vocabulary. Okay, so now when you come up with words, okay, which can actually replace common words, that is going to be very good for you. You are actually improving your vocabulary. Okay, now when it comes to this part, okay, let's look at announcement. Now this one, Okay, this side of the announcement is the one that we just did. And you can see I have highlighted certain words which I think you can actually replace them with the synonyms, with contractions, and you can actually come up with a better word, okay, to convey the message. Now, I want to stress that whatever that we just did here is 119 words. OMG. How did that happen? I thought we were supposed to write up to the maximum limit of 90 words, right? Okay, don't worry, don't panic. We will try our best. That's why we need effective vocabulary. Okay, right, there you go. Okay, so I have come up with this one here, okay, where you can actually replace the words. Okay, now I would not want you to panic over the word count because our motive, our focus is for you to write effectively. Okay, to learn how to write the announcement, and later on you can actually cut up on the, or you can actually cut out the words. Okay, so let's look here. So we have the word good day, respected headmistress, teachers, and fellow friends. Now, instead of using this, I have straight gone into good day, everyone. Did you see what I just did there? I just cut off all of those and I just replaced with the word everyone. Okay? So the Nature Club will be organizing. That's what we did. Now I have changed is gladly organizing. All right? So can you see the word there? Yeah, you can use that. Is gladly organizing, all right, a camping trip to Gunung Muntaha. So that's the same one. Okay, fellow members, the same. All right, I'm going to ask you to look here. As of for the fee, so I've changed that a bit. As of right now, at the moment, you can also use the word at the moment. The fee is. So I've changed from it will be to the fee is RM 120. The word which you can change with the word that. Includes food and transportation. Okay? All right. The next one. Therefore, members who wish to join the trip. I have used the word members who are keen. Okay? Are keen. That means those who are interested can register their names. Okay? All right. And the word before, I've replaced with by 10th May. Okay? Now, let's put in our contraction. You are. All right? Now, we have this in our year 3, the current syllabus. We are already doing this. Okay? So, you are. All right? The word to here, I've replaced for the word as well. All right? To. Okay. The next contraction will be here. Finally, there will. So, there'll be a. All right? There'll be a briefing. The word regarding, I have changed to concerning. Okay, concerning the trip. Okay, and do not. I've changed to don't miss this golden opportunity. The word thank you, I've changed to thanks. Okay, so all these, I know there are actually a lot of information into this as well. And we have managed to put it into 105 words. As I told you again, don't panic. Our focus, our motive is to actually write the announcement effectively. Okay, once you have actually grasped the technique of writing the announcements, all right, then we can look into the word count. So don't worry, all right, hold your horses. Let us get ourselves on the right track first. Okay, learn to use effective vocabulary. You can actually slowly cut down the words then. Okay, so I think I have given quite a brief, quite an elaborative lesson for today on writing, how to write announcement. Okay, something which is not common when it comes to our section B, okay, when it comes to our guided writing, because most of uh, most of you out there, you are focused more on emails and uh, informal letters, messages, postcards, and everything. But don't worry, like I said, you somehow at some point of the day, you need to come to this part as well, to this type of text. And once you're exposed to this, nothing else is gonna scare you. Okay? All right. So when it comes to announcement, we have finally completed on understanding the writing style, which is quite clear, right? It's not that difficult, it's quite easy. And we have used effective vocabulary like we just did just now, okay? And we have put it all our ideas, all the information into a well-crafted paragraphs. And then finally, understood all the rules that you need in writing announcement. Okay, so I hope whatever that we have done today has actually brought more good than bad for you on learning how to write an effective announcement. Okay. So, thank you so much for actually viewing my lesson today, for joining with me on learning uh, how to write an announcement. And I hope that whatever that we have done today is actually beneficial for you. All right. And I hope you actually try this at home. Okay. Try to come up with an announcement. You can actually post it to your teachers. You can actually ask them to grade for you. Okay. Now, for my students, when they have completed all this, they will be going through another set of activities so that they can actually practice on how to write an announcement. Okay, now I've already mentioned down there, if you have any questions, you can actually ask me and I would be glad to answer whatever it is. Okay, now don't worry that the announcement is going to be very short, because it has to be short. It is an announcement. Okay, it is not an essay, so you have to keep things brief and simple. All right. Okay, now I would like to, oh yes, I've seen a lot of messages in the chat box, and most of you have already informed me that you're actually very interested in learning. Thank you so much. Join my classes so that you can actually get new infos, and you can actually share your thoughts as well. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone, and those who have wished me sorry, those who have wished me for the Teachers Day celebration and all, thank you very much. All right, it's very kind of you. Okay, and before we end, I would like to say that at the bottom of your screen, you can actually see there's a link there to my channel. You can click the bell button, and if you would like to subscribe, go ahead, because all my videos regarding our lessons will be there for your guidance and for your revision purpose only. Okay, so I hope whatever that we have did today is good to go. All right, so thank you very much and have a great weekend ahead. Bye.